Pizza time.
Oh yes, here we go. It's episode 84 of A Pizza My Life. I am Pizza Eric. I'm here with Sean Sauce.
Yo.
We missed 4th of July week. So
Yep.
we took an extra week off. All good.
Yeah, for the country.
All good. We had to. It's holiday week.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Holiday week.
It was actually mandated.
We can't record a podcast when there's fireworks going off.
Yeah.
No, not possible.
You'd
Not
hear it in the
feasible.
background. No one would like it.
No one wants that.
Yeah.
No one wants that. We are here for episode 84. Our guest this week is my wonderful girlfriend, Christen.
Hello.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
Also, I feel like we should point this out because I don't think there's been any updates from the last one. This is not the girl that walked out after
No.
12 minutes on the date.
It's so funny
No.
because
Yes.
we recorded
No.
that episode on Monday. Monday was right.
Something like that.
Telling that whole story. I met Christen that Saturday.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, he told me about the date on our first date. And I was
Good
like,
move, yeah.
Because I was like,
What a bitch!
I was like, this is going way better than my
Yeah.
last date.
and I
Way better.
apologized on her behalf. I said, that is rude.
Yeah.
Couldn't be any more rude.
Absolutely. But then it led to this, so there we
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Yeah, but then it led to this, and this has been it's been a great
Yeah.
month.
Great month. Busy month.
Yeah,
Doing
now-
lots of fun stuff. Meeting your plethora of friends. Friend group A, friend group B, friend group C.
And so you got to give the who's in all those groups 'cause everyone wants to know where Eric rates them.
Where they rank.
Every
it's
friend
not a
group
ranking.
I meet, they always are asking like, where do we rank out
Yeah.
of all of the friends? And
Have
like
to.
everyone's group A.
I
obviously.
told you.
Obviously.
So,
I told you this.
Although, and then
not to like tell everybody,
I've told everyone.
but you've been telling everybody. I'm just telling it to you so that you keep it straight. The only reason it's an ABC system is to just help you know who knows who else.
No, babe, you told me there was an Excel spreadsheet.
There is not an Excel spreadsheet.
I think
I
there
could
is
make
an Excel
one.
spreadsheet.
I could make one,
Think there
but
is.
it's just for clarity purposes
I get it,
of,
yeah.
hey, you're going to meet some people. I want it to be an easy understanding of who knows who. These people fall into friend group A. These are in friend group B. Friend group B knows some of A, but like mostly this is like a separate group of people that don't hang out with the other group.
And there's going to be some offended listeners here because
No one should be offended.
No, because
isn't a ranking.
the trivia friend group has been asking.
Have not met the trivia friend
No.
group, and I've said something to him about it.
Yep, and they've been asking.
Yeah.
They've been asking. So the fact that you met everyone else and not them.
Yeah. No, at this point, I'm taking it personal that I haven't met the trivia
Yeah,
group.
so I wanna
there's
know-
something that Eric's hiding.
So
that I
we
need to
should
know.
think about who Eric is trying to hide you from in this trivia friend group. My guess is Reams.
Not trying to hide you from anyone. Not trying to do any of that sorts. Just trying to make things as
Well, I think that,
easy
like,
to understand.
There's a good balance when you first start dating. Where like
Oh, yeah.
we can't be like with each other every day.
For
all day.
sure.
We do have to have like our own activities, our own things once in a while. So like that's how I took it. Trivia is like his away time.
It's not even that.
This is my personal
This
time
is
now.
me time.
Yeah.
I've wanted to invite you to trivia, but you've like
It's hard with my job.
your job or
Yeah.
like just other stuff that's going on. You know, like I had hockey like 2 of like the 3 weeks that I could have potentially
Right.
invited
And
you
then
to.
you had to go, yeah.
I'm not going to invite you to just show up for 45 minutes.
Wait, so you're not inviting
know?
you're not inviting Kristen to hockey? Watch you play hockey?
No, I'm
No,
not
he is
inviting
not.
anyone to
No.
watch me play hockey. I'm not at that skill level yet. I don't want
also-
anyone to see
That's
that.
what I did ask because that's how I felt like he was going to react to
Yeah.
me coming. I would 100% come to a hockey game, but
if
I
I
don't
was
think he's
like,
ready for
if
it.
I was like, babe, I'm playing for the championship this week, then I would invite you. I'd say you can maybe come,
I'd make
come
like
watch that.
T-shirts and everything.
Oh, I've told
Okay.
Heather
Poster.
multiple times. I'm like,
All right.
I said we are not good enough. You're gonna be bored, and she is bored. So I was like, don't even worry, come and watch it.
But
How
she used
many
to go
games-
to your hockey games.
She doesn't go to any.
How many total do you think she's gone to over the years? You guys have been together for like 10 years now, so
No.
Should you just make that number up?
I know it's less than that, but it's a good. It's just out estimate.
Probably 3.
I rounded up.
Probably 3, and they all were because Callie was going.
Okay, so really it was to see Birch.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so you don't even know if it was necessarily for you.
It
Could've been
definitely
for
was
Birch.
not for
Could've
me. It
been
was
for Birch.
for Callie.
Yeah. It was because it was a
How
group
does it
event.
make you feel?
We're not like
How
it's
many
not
ti-
playing good hockey.
How many championships have you played for, though?
The only championship that they've won, or have I played for, or that we won?
Yeah, how many championship games have you been in?
I've been in a couple, but
Because she should be coming to every championship game.
No, the only one that we won was the one that this last one that I couldn't play in because of this guy, this
Yeah.
little shoulder guy.
Oh, man, that's rough.
I know.
Yeah, that was the first time since
And
I've
they
been
won
on this
the game?
team. They won, yeah.
Wait, and how old were you when you started playing?
Wait, I'm not saying since we started playing. I'm just saying
Oh.
since we started dating. Yeah.
The one championship
Yeah,
your
no.
entire life,
No,
and you're
no.
you're on IR.
That would suck. No, I've won other things, just with this team specifically.
Okay.
I have not been with them since they won until this was the only time, and I got injured, so I wasn't able to actually play.
Dang.
Oof.
Did suck. It's a little oof.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
well,
that's not
till
ideal.
next year.
Yeah. Then we just won't lose. We just won't win. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
don't say that. You just set yourself up.
no, I'm playing. I'm negging myself. So that way, when I listen to this during the championship game, I'll be like, I'm gonna prove myself wrong.
Okay.
There you go.
We all got our own tactics,
Exactly.
right?
That's how we work it.
So.
Well, we got our own tactics. Yeah, this is my first season playing hockey. I wasn't inviting anyone to come watch me play.
No, I commend him. Like, he's never played hockey before.
Oh,
He's like on a whim, like, I'm going to just start playing hockey. I love that. I think that's cool.
He told me, and I was like,
Sean helped me
I
out.
was shocked. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a very it's not like a just kind of hop in kind of sport.
Like, most people over the age of 30, we're done trying new things.
Oh,
sometimes,
for sure,
you know?
yeah.
So just to get on, like,
Especially
the
a
ice.
physical sport. Like,
Yeah.
you're not like, hey, I'm just going to go and, like, I'm going to, try golf or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm not going to go play a sport that also costs a lot of money. 'Cause you have to get a lot of
Yes.
equipment.
Hockey's
Yeah.
like you play that in your 20s. And if you're not a pro, you should be done with it. It's
Well-
not like as you get older, all of a
Well, I
sudden your
think you
friends
can-
are getting into playing hockey like they are
Not
with
getting
golf.
getting into, but
You know?
like people will play until like their 50s.
That-
Yeah,
right,
there's
that's
plenty
what
of
I'm
people
saying. There's
play,
old
though.
timers
Yeah.
who
The
play.
team, half
yeah.
the team I played on this season was old timers.
Yeah.
But I agree.
They were better
it's
than
usually
me.
not
They've been
getting
playing for
into it.
years, and it was like, all right, yeah, I can't hang out
It's
with those
not
guys.
as
I got to step up for
competitive.
them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the old guys also
Yeah.
figure something out. They figure out that they don't have to actually skate. They can just like stay in a spot and work people out that
So
way.
you're telling me there's no fist fights?
No fist fights. I did get a penalty this season though for
Whoa.
tripping,
Bad boy.
but I thought it was bullshit.
There
They
are
shouldn't
there
have.
are fist fights, not in his.
Not in
Are-
my.
That's, I mean, I make hockey gory again.
Yeah,
You know?
our league, unfortunately, not unfortunately because I don't get involved in these.
At
But
least you have all your teeth.
yes,
That
I
is
put a
important.
cage back on. I used to not wear a cage.
Whoa,
That's how I got
crazy
the
man.
scar.
Crazy.
Don't ask me how I got the scar.
Can't even see it.
I can't remember. I think it's on this side.
It is on
Oh,
the side.
it's subtle. It's subtle.
Yeah.
Did you put concealer on it before this podcast?
Exactly. I didn't want it.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to look
That's
too
fair.
bad.
Before you leave the house,
Yeah.
there's always like
Every day.
Let me,
It's like,
get-
hold on,
let me
just
make
get
sure you're
this.
looking good out
Yeah.
there. I don't want people to see that scar.
Guy gets scarred up.
Ladies like the scars.
Exactly. So that's the only reason I had surgery. I'm like, will it come with scars? They're like, yeah,
Sign
do
me
it
up.
then. Like, you don't even need this. I said, yeah, just cut stuff open.
Dissolvable? Don't want them.
No, I want to make sure people know something happened.
Let them know. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
it's how people know you're a tough guy.
Yeah, you need a scar.
I have scars.
Do you?
I do. Yeah, doesn't everybody have scars at this point? I mean, you've lived a life, At some point, you've taken a spill and or some sort of.
Is your
injury
scar
or-
from when you went into the bush?
What?
Did you get? Wasn't that your story that the girl pushed you in the bush?
Pushed me into a tree.
Bush tree.
I got a staple in my head.
got a scar?
Really?
Yeah.
From a tree?
I don't know.
that up-
No,
is that-
no,
no?
it
Okay.
would have been in the back of my head.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a scar there or not. I don't think so. But I have like scars on my elbows, and they're around.
Scraped up.
I have a scar on my finger from
Oh,
surgery.
yeah.
Yeah,
that one's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy I went to school with got attacked by a bear. And he had a scar just all
Like a full-size bear?
great. Yeah, it was. I can't remember the whole story about it, but it was something where like he was at some like nature preserve thing, I think, and like they had like a bear, and it just got out and just went like, and then like he had.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a massive scar.
Now that's a cool story.
That is like the fact that you can't even remember the entire story is shocking
Well,
to me.
I mean, all I know is that a bear attacked. I believe it wasn't just like out in the wild kind of
Yeah.
thing, but I don't know the whole thing. But it did give him a cool nickname, and he played high school football. It was called Bear, which is
It's
I mean,
fitting.
that's a
Yeah.
cool nickname to
Yeah.
have.
Is it?
It is.
I mean, but did he think it was traumatizing to be reminded constantly of his bear attack?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You just had to shake that off real quick.
Yeah,
Get real cool with it.
It's just, I was like, God damn it.
Hey, you remember
stop talking about?
You remember the worst day of your life? That's your nickname now.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
You're right.
cool.
I don't know.
Everyone's like, bear! And he's like, oh,
Where?
oh they're just
PTSD flashes in like, God damn
They're
it.
talking to me. Oh, man. Jeez. All right. But yeah, we didn't come here to talk about scars. We have some other topics to cover. We have a listener email from Rima. She had a few questions, and we didn't get to all of them in the last episode, so they've carried over to this episode. But it works out. The first question that she had on the email here was it was actually for me. She asked, "Have I ever tried to make pizza from scratch? And if not, will I?" The answer is yeah.
To what part?
I've not
Okay.
tried it myself before. I've not done that. But like, would I? Like, yeah. I feel like at some point in my life I want to do that.
When you say from scratch, I mean, are you
Like
making the dough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Ew.
Okay.
I don't think you're
you
gonna
are.
want to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You're making the
I don't
sauce?
think you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
I guess it would be
I feel like you're going to buy a dough, buy a sauce.
buying the sauce, and just putting it all together myself.
This
You're gonna
sounds
do
like
mod.
Kristen's making a pizza.
Yeah.
It sounds, yeah, no, it sounds like this is now a date idea.
Yeah. There you go. Well,
This is
We're
now what
making
we.
pizza.
But I feel like, come on, like one afternoon.
I mean, we did
We'll
get into an
probably-
argument about what kind of grocery store pizza was the best, and I said Jack's, and I got a lot of flack for that. Over-
Sean, that's crazy, right? She says Jack's.
I'm trying to even think of
It's the
what
best
Jack's
frozen pizza.
frozen pizza looks like.
Oh, it looks like crap.
I disagree.
What is the give me the description of the
It's a
marketing
good
here.
old thin slice.
It's like the blue, and it has
And
like
it
the
is
red
red that says
lettering.
Jack's.
It says Jack's.
I don't recall. What was
Dave
yours? though?
Portnoy ripped it to shreds in his review.
What was yours?
I said I like a DiGiorno. I'm a DiGiorno guy.
I don't know. I feel like DiGiorno's overplayed.
Okay.
He
but
was like all about the flaky crust. Like he kept going on about the flaky crust.
DiGiorno has a croissant crust that is so good.
I like the Screamin' Sicilian.
Okay.
I think is the brand name.
Yeah.
Never
They're like
had
that.
that.
It's like a brown box.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Those aren't bad.
I like those.
I don't mind those at all. I like, I'm just not picky with my pizza, so.
Whoa! Hold on here, buddy.
You're Sean's whoa hold on of the week.
Because you're not picky with your pizzas, you only like getting like pepperoni on them.
Okay, toppings wise, I just don't want the pizza to be overloaded with toppings. I've always said that.
Sounds like you also don't like
I don't
Jack's.
want a lasagna. I want
You're
a
just gonna
pizza.
go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't like Jack's. I just said that was crazy to pick that as your number one frozen pizza.
Coming from the guy that crazy number one picks every time we do a pizza podium.
Well, some of it's just for the shock value.
Yeah, okay. I have to look at I want to know what Jack's is to make sure that I've had it.
Go buy a Jack's. Go find out what's up with
I
it.
think DiGiorno's not that great of a choice. I feel like that's just like a
We
throwaway
did
choice.
recently have it, and it wasn't bad. Like it was good. Like I'm not a
There we
complainer
go.
when it comes to pizza.
I will also say I've
But-
not had DiGiorno in a long time, so
Yeah.
it could be. I just feel like DiGiorno's just like it's like you went
Some
for the
people
big
dislike
dog.
it. Some people dislike it. But making pizza from scratch, I do want to do
Yeah.
that one day.
It could be fun.
I think
Have
that
you?
would be.
I not to the dough part.
Yeah.
Like I haven't like made the dough.
Yeah.
But I have like put the sauce and the toppings
All
on
that
the
stuff.
dough.
I think my mom's done it completely, like made the dough.
I feel like the dough to just make it for like one pizza is kind of tough.
True.
You know,
True. You got to make a couple pizzas.
and I say that
like
only.
a bunch of mini pizzas or like one big one.
Who knows?
Good point.
Yeah, I just know at Jets, we made multiple pizzas at a time in that thing. So I feel like making just one, I don't even know what the proportions would be. I'm sure it's out there, but I feel like and how like you'd have to have a mixing bowl with like that special attachment on it to get like the dough really going.
See, you should.
Yeah.
You're the one who should be like showing us how to make a pizza.
I can't. We had measurements. I can't remember what they are. I know you need sugar,
Yeah.
flour, yeast, water. That's for a round, and then we put some oil in the square one.
Yeah.
That's the Jet
Have
secret.
you made a pizza from scratch
You
like
know,
at home?
Jess is
No.
gonna sue you probably.
Yeah, you just gave all the
Yeah.
secrets.
Yep. There's oil in the square pizza. That's
not in the
what
round.
You don't know.
Not in the round.
Not in the round. Not in the round. I don't know why that's
the
the
big difference.
case.
That's the big difference.
I think it probably gives it a little bit of a crispier
Yeah.
thing to it. But yeah, no, I've never made it from scratch. Surprised my brother hasn't made it from scratch either. My brother, big like cooking guy, likes to cook.
Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah.
He's only been on one episode of this.
Episode 28. No, I'm just kidding. That's episode 27.
Can't believe you fucked that up.
I'm an idiot.
But yeah, he hasn't made it, but he makes pizza like every Friday. He got like one of those uni pizza ovens.
Okay.
Oh yeah. My sister.
Where he just goes and gets the like pizza dough and then puts the stuff on there.
Nice.
So I think that's the easier way to do it, and I think that still counts as like that's kind of like
we still count it.
Yeah. Those unis are pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm
It's a nice
surprised how
little
quick
pizza
it
ovens,
cooks them.
Yeah.
They're
Like how
expensive.
quick are we talking?
I mean, it was like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
For like a decent sized pizza.
Wow.
Throw
Sign
it
me
in
up.
there. Yeah.
And you got that nice like charred crust.
Yeah. You just have to. Yeah. You have to learn how to do it right.
Yeah.
And you can make some pretty solid pizzas out of there.
I'm wondering if Rima's asking this. I think that Rima has made pizza from scratch. They got a pizza stone. I just remember
Did
Is
they?
that why she's asking this?
I think so.
Well, yeah.
Because they got a pizza stone.
Yeah. Now we have to listen to her be like, well, the reason I asked
Is because I made my pizza.
I've been making pizzas.
Yeah. No, because I almost feel like we got them the pizza stone for their wedding,
Oh.
or we were looking at it. One of those two things.
It was on the registry.
It was
at
on the
least.
registry.
And if it wasn't, she's gonna be so bummed she didn't get one.
Like no one got her the
Like-
pizza stone. She's like, God damn, he brought it up again.
He's like, oh yeah, I did have that. I did want that pizza stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other question she had on the email here, in terms of online dating, what do you see on a profile that is an instant no for you?
All right. Well, you two are more recent to this. I'm curious.
Kristen, do you have anything that was like an instant no?
The voice prompts.
Oh, so I didn't have those when I was on them.
Weird.
Those are a new thing that on Hinge,
Hinge.
now.
You can
have
people record themselves and they call it a voice prompt.
Yeah, so instead of just typing out an answer, it allowed you to record one of your answers, so the person who's a potential match could listen to your voice and see if you had a creepy sound or not.
But do you like that from a potential like catfish standpoint of like, hey, let me at least hear that this is, I guess maybe it's more for guys, but like let me at least hear that this is a girl talking.
I actually didn't even think about that, but true. But like it would be so easy to get a recording of a female voice
sure.
anyway, so I don't even think that if you're really gonna try and catfish somebody.
For sure. Did people say creepy stuff in it? Is that why?
It was just weird. And then like to actually like hear their voice and what they had to say, like the topic they were choosing was just, I don't know. I'm not into it. Like I actually would like to wait to hear your voice until we meet in person. I don't need to hear it.
I'm just wondering too if
On a
like
dating
if
profile.
you had an answer to something and it was maybe like, you know, sarcastic or something. You're like, I want to make sure this isn't going to be lost in like translation. But I guess you just choose not to answer the question, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You just choose a different prompt to answer. But it's kind of funny because I literally had a voice prompt on there. I took it off like probably like a month or two before.
Yeah, see if he had kept it up, I wouldn't be here right
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's how close.
now. Deal breaker.
That's how
How close. You got to get shit right.
Those little things.
Yeah.
Wait,
get
what
shit
is a
right.
turn off for you?
I would say a turn off would definitely be if someone like if they had hunting pictures.
Was there a lot of girls out there with hunting pictures?
Not a lot, but when I saw one, I was
That's
like,
like a common girl, like,
You know, it's like
I
some
don't want to see
country
a guy
girl.
with like a fish in their
It's
hand.
way
That's
more
like a
common.
thing.
Way
Yeah.
more common for girls to not want
Yeah.
that. But even as a guy, I was like, that's not.
I mean, I could not imagine like coming across a female's profile and she's just like holding up a dead carcass
There's out there.
on her dating profile.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably
'Cause
more
that's
common
another
with
weird
the-
thing
kind
they
of guy
do.
for a girl like that.
When they like,
I feel like it's more in like
you
the
go
rural
hunt, you go
areas.
like deer hunting, and then like you have to like take a picture like holding the deer's head or something. It's like I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
looks
into that either.
terrible.
We should do that. They
I
should
don't
have
want
that in
that.
like fights now. Like if you beat the shit out of someone, you just grab their face and like take a picture with it. Like, yeah, I did this shit. Like MMA. Like after someone like just knocks someone out, they just grab their face, take a picture. That'd be
All
pretty
right,
cool.
well, we're gonna hold you to that, Sean.
I mean, I'm
your
not getting
next,
into a fight.
your next bar fight.
I'm like, yeah.
I'll take the
My first and only. There you go. I mean, if it happens, then yeah, you got picture duties.
Sean, what if they did that to you when you like after you like hurt your shoulder on the ice and that guy had to like take a picture? You're like holding your head.
Oh,
You're like on the ice, like what's going on? He's like,
what are you doing, buddy?
Got him.
That'd be funny. You have to respect it in retrospect. But this was never a thing when I was on these apps, but I've seen on like Reddit, the whole height thing that girls have on there, I think is like ridiculous.
Yes.
So how girls put height, or that they're like seeking.
They
out
have, like, a
There's
height requirement.
A height requirement. So like if they put in there like over 6'1" or don't swipe, like if I don't even know if I saw those, but I would always just swipe left, and it, regardless if I hit the measurement or not, I'm just like, no, like this. I think it's stupid.
I'm not. I think it's. I don't know. It's just pretentious, and like just because someone's like, I want to know the girl that's like, I want to date someone under 4'11".
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the girl for me.
Yeah, I just am like, I get it if like, you know, if you're a taller girl that maybe like, hey, you know, I'm taller, so I'd prefer maybe someone taller. But most of these girls that say it are like 4 or like 5'1".
Yeah,
those are the surprising things.
You have everyone around you.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't have this requirement.
Right.
No,
right.
Be like 5'5" and up.
Yeah,
you know, help some of those guys out.
He was worried that I was going to be tall.
You had on a lot of your like pictures, like you have like noticeably long legs.
Yeah, he was
you're
like
kind of taller.
I'm all legs, to be honest with you, but I'm not that tall. So
she's all legs.
I like to tell people I got dancer's legs.
Do you really say that?
Oh yeah, every time.
Where do you even get that from?
I don't know.
Were you just feeble on your feet?
No, I don't know why I started saying it, but when it's like someone's
where'd you get that from?
I don't know, just like I got my long dancer's legs. They can't be sitting in this cramped back seat.
It's like
I don't know. It's just a fun thing to start saying.
That's when you say it is in a back seat.
Anytime where it's like, oh,
dancing legs.
Yeah, anytime it's where it's like I'm cramped in, I'm like, oh, my dancer's legs. I can't be doing this right now.
Never heard that in my life.
Yeah, no, I started using it. Yeah,
now or never.
Yeah, I started using it, and then people be like, "Oh, you dance?" Like, no, I'd be so confused. It'd be fun.
Oh, wait, I don't dance.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something from like It's Always Sunny.
It could be.
Like Max said that or something.
I wouldn't.
Like, I got dancer's legs.
I wouldn't doubt that it's from
mine.
something,
That's
but yeah.
Somebody had to say
it for a while
because there's no way that's just in your lexicon.
That's the thing. That's a Sean thing, I guess.
I mean, if you heard it from me first, so it's my thing now.
It'll be trending.
Yeah. Dancer's legs.
Dancer's legs.
That's the name of this episode.
If you were on a dating profile, would you mention that in your dating profile? I have dancer's legs.
I can't remember what I even had on mine.
We'll send a resume.
So, like, when you were dating, like, what were you using? Like,
Tinder, Bumble. I had Hinge. When I was on, though, Hinge was where it was only connecting you to people that you had mutual friends with.
Okay.
So I think they changed that. But I think I was only
I'm surprised you're even on there. So that was, years ago.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like right at the beginning of it. But I think I was only on really Tinder and Bumble.
Yeah, those are still the I think top two. I think.
Yeah, but
Tinder's
it was also
like the hookup one.
Yeah, well,
Tinder's got a bad reputation.
Yeah, but I mean that's where me and Heather met. So
yeah, so don't trash it too much.
Yeah,
yep.
That's true.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, none of these cost money. Like I think
you can't pay for some of these.
Yeah, all of them have a paying option now.
But from what I'm hearing, it's almost like because I didn't have, you had like unlimited swipes back in my day.
Yeah, the original Tinder. You just swipe all day, nonstop.
Swipe forever.
Yeah.
A lot has happened in like what, 7 years, 5 years?
6 years, yeah.
Yeah, all these companies want to make more money now.
Yeah.
Well, it's so because you can get unlimited likes now. You can see everyone who's liked your profile, or like you can like.
Wait, so you can see people that liked yours that you haven't liked yet?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. They offer that feature now, and they offer. Yeah, you can. You get more super likes. Mm-hmm. You can change your location if you want to swipe in a different location.
The change your location part, I don't think makes sense unless it's like, hey, I'm going here, and then that's strictly for hookups.
Yeah. Unless it's, I think
just wait till you get there.
It would also make sense, I think, if you're moving somewhere.
Yeah, try to feel it out.
Start being like, hey, I'm moving there next week.
Yeah. Maybe, but why not just like I would just
get ready for me.
I got there. Like, I don't know what the cost is to do that. But.
Yeah, no rush. And
then the super likes, unless they change something, I know that was just basically like if someone super likes you, it just skips and it just shows that they liked you, right?
You actually get like a notification, I think.
Yeah.
You can see
that somebody super liked you, but you can't see who super liked you.
No, you can, I think.
Until you like them, unless you pay for it.
No, I think if someone super likes you, you can see their profile.
Yeah, because when I was on
like, this person super liked you, so like we're showing them to you and letting you know that they hit like on you.
Yeah, because
like,
when I had it, it's like you had a super like, and then like instantly notified them of like, hey, this person's super like you. So that's like you're like, all right, let's just even skip the chit chat here. I want to get right into the
It's like,
wow, nobody super liked me.
So you're really into me.
I'm taking this real personal.
Wow, I'll edit that out. You didn't. You got super liked.
Eric, just go back and just super like real quick.
Yeah. Let's install those apps tonight. Yeah, let's get on that.
Yeah, no.
No way. Was there anything, any other turnoffs that might have made you instantly swipe left? Christen, you got anything?
Probably the fish pictures. Like, I'm not into the hunting. I'm not into
cigarette pictures.
No, not into cigarette pictures. Am I like against it? No. I mean, like, I am actually a former smoker. So like I'm not gonna like, be a hater.
Yeah.
on smoking, but it isn't
Can't be
pleasant.
judgy.
It isn't pleasant to like be kissing someone who's a smoker. And
Now,
I get that.
what if they had 5 pictures? 4 of them were all with a cigarette.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, right. Because then it's like you couldn't pick
Yeah.
any other ones.
That's
it's like
like
find other
I would
pics.
think you're a chain
Yeah.
smoker. Like the walls of your house are brown.
Yeah, agreed.
Like I'm concerned.
I don't like if the profile just had like nothing going on at all. I think I usually swipe left on that too. 'Cause it's just like you couldn't put like anything in here at all.
Yeah.
Give me something to go off of.
Apparently, like every girl on a dating profile has a picture of themselves in like a sunflower field. Like mandatory sunflower.
That's pretty
pic.
common.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's
Or
other than
it's either that or a
Some guy
picture-
be like, I'm surprised you didn't have a sunflower pic. Like that's why I liked you because you didn't have a sunflower.
Or a
Be
picture,
different.
with
Zigzag.
the like the painted angel wings on the wall.
Yeah.
Like Nashville
Every
wings.
girl's-
Yeah.
yeah. The Nashville wings.
Yeah.
other than the fish photo? What's like a common guy photo that you just would always see? Like
Oh, the hiking trend right now. Everybody is into hiking.
Okay.
And like we even had this conversation yesterday. It's like how
Yeah.
many people are actually thoroughly enjoying these hikes?
they take it for they go on the hike for the picture 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Get that picture of the
It's excessive.
waterfall.
Put on the Patagonia.
100%.
Put on the best
Yep.
hiking shoes.
Yep.
Take the pic, but then they're grumbling the entire time because of mosquitoes.
This sucks.
Bugs.
Ugh.
Like
How long
I
is
want
this?
to know.
6
I want to know
miles?
the full candid story behind all of those walks.
Well-
Because
Yeah.
not everyone's having a good time.
Well,
on those
and you
walks.
know that like it's a hike, but like what they did is they probably went to like some lookout or whatever, climbed up like some stairs that were there,
Yeah.
went to the top, got a picture, left.
Yes, but that's like
They're
the
not
thing.
hiking.
It's just this crunchy granola vibe right now, and
Yeah,
I don't believe it. I'm calling bullshit on.
That's
some
right.
of
No,
it.
I'm doubling down on that bullshit.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen them, but I agree. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't
lot.
need these. I don't need these hikes.
I'm not against hikes, but it's like it's
People are
become
going
their,
a
like
lot
their
of hikes.
livelihood. Like it has become a personality trait to become a hiker.
So question on that. What would you have looked for like first picture to kind of like catch your attention? Is it like doing something that kind of looks cool or funny, or is it just how the person looks?
The picture never really did it for me. It was always like the sense of humor and the conversation for me.
Well, I mean, but for that first swipe though.
Yeah, I would have to be like physically attracted to
Okay.
them.
But is it like, is it like, all right, first picture is like just sitting there smiling, looking good. But if they're like, what if they're doing something?
A dog pic usually
Dog
will do
pic,
it for
okay.
me.
Dog pic.
Dog
What
pic.
about a
Classic
gym
dog pic.
selfie?
No,
Those are common
actually,
for guy
that's
profiles.
A super valid. No, not into that.
Yeah,
Gym
those
selfie.
Bad too.
Those
Bad
are
rats,
too.
I
very
mean-
common.
Yeah, that is common. You're right.
Yeah, I always just had an issue. I don't like taking selfies, so I had to just use any pictures that I
Yeah.
had that someone else took of me.
Yeah, if you're not taking
That's
selfies
class-
and
yeah.
people aren't taking pictures of you, you have like no
No
pictures
friends.
for
Yeah.
your dating profile.
Well, that's one
and then
thing
all of a
I-
sudden you're like, I guess I'll use this picture from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I still
Right,
kind of look
it's
like that.
dated. Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's one thing I noticed too. Men actually don't know how to take proper selfies. The angles are wrong. They're either
Yeah.
like this, like all chins, or it's like this close to their face. It's not and the thing is, it's to the point where I'm like, maybe they actually are a good looking in person. This is just a bad selfie because
Yep.
it was just
Yeah.
like a plethora of terrible angled selfies.
It makes sense. I hate taking selfies. I really don't like taking pictures to begin with, but if you're gonna make me take a selfie, yeah, I would probably just sit there and just be like old man, just like stare at the camera.
And you don't want,
Yeah.
you don't want, I always try to avoid having any selfies on my dating
Agreed.
profile.
Agreed.
Yeah, and you did it.
And I didn't. But we just went on a little trip, and I have like a million good pictures of me now.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
nice.
snapping
Yeah.
pics.
Yeah,
There you go.
You're just having
Yeah.
pics.
Eric's like, I love this. I
Yeah.
have so many pictures.
All of a sudden, my phone is filled with pictures of me.
go.
I sent him like 43 pictures, and
Yeah,
he was like,
43.
wow. And I was
Damn.
like, yeah, that's light for me.
I was saying, you like taking pictures to
do.
begin with. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah,
That helps. So now the pressure's on me to be like, oh yeah, I got some good pictures of you too.
he
you go.
did. Yeah. He did.
Oh, that's the other thing.
The
yeah.
pressure's on.
Heather will ask me to take pictures. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and it's like it's stressful.
It's not gonna be great.
No, and like I
Gotta
didn't
get a
even
good pic.
ask you. You just like sort of like on your own took pictures of me, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Like girls love when you like candidly take pictures of them. If
Yeah.
I'm being honest,
As
like,
long as you're getting good pics.
But I would say because I like doing it when Heather like looks like she's doing something funny. She doesn't like those ones as much.
because
Yeah, she never posts those.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, not at all. I also had, I think for a while, I had a picture of me in a Speedo as one of my first pictures.
On
Really?
your dating profile.
Yeah. Because it was, so it was a joke. I had these tearaway swim trunks that underneath had like flesh tone, pixelated Speedo.
Lovely.
So I was like, well, let me see how this one goes.
Well, my thought would
Didn't
be,
work out too
okay,
much.
sense of humor. Like, this is a joke,
That's what
right?
I was going
Yeah.
for.
Yo,
Yeah, because
That's what-
It's
I
either
clearly
that
wasn't
or-
sitting there being like, yeah, what's up? I'm looking good right
Yeah.
now.
No,
This guy's
like, you
from
just
Europe.
took a European vacation.
Yeah,
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 exactly. Yeah.
But I think I removed that one because it was the likes were dwindling down a little bit after that. Like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
The Speedo wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
loses
guess
the
you guys
heat.
don't like a funny guy. Whatever. But yeah.
But we just had a fun trip
We did.
to Grand Rapids. We stopped by Lake Michigan. It was
did.
very nice. It was
Yeah.
just like a quick little one-night trip.
Yeah. Have you been to Grand Rapids recently?
Not recently. We went there 2 years ago, maybe.
So
Not too long
Grand
ago.
Rapids, beautiful. Been there multiple times, but it's been a little bit. But I was like, I think the first thing that really got my attention was like it was bum central.
Yeah.
I have never seen Grand Rapids like bum central like that before.
I've only been to Grand Rapids once, and I don't recall it being bum
Like
central.
aggressive, like
Yeah.
Like
very
it
aggressive
was.
homeless.
Yeah,
we were
and,
there.
and I think they're aggressive too. Like they are coming at you like
Like that's
heavy.
just what I took away from. It was pleasant. I had a great time in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
But
I like Grand
very
Rapids.
aggressive.
No, I
very
agree.
But it was
aggressive homeless
very,
community.
yeah, it was very weird. Like it was
They were like
every,
yelling at you.
like everyone you walked
Yes.
by was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you
Like-
got any cash?" I'm like, "Whoa."
Like I'm like,
Don't come at me like
we're
that.
30 minutes outside of Detroit, and like I've never been overwhelmed by the homeless population. Like
I mean,
did in
there's
Grand
like,
Rapids.
I mean, there's basically no homeless people around here. You get into Detroit, there's some, but even them, like, I don't feel like you get like really like yelled at by the homeless people in Detroit.
no.
Like, it's sort of just like you walk by
No.
them and be like, hey, can I get $1? You're like, nah, sorry.
Yeah.
But the homeless didn't ruin the trip for me.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah.
No,
so-
it's fine. It was like 2 or 3 of like the whole
But that
time
is
we were walking around.
when we were in Grand Rapids, it was for Steven's bachelor party, and Seth did yell at a homeless guy because I guess he gave him some money earlier.
Seth did?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then so we were standing outside of a bar trying to decide where to go next, and this homeless guy comes up again. And no one saw my brother give him like the money originally. So he comes up again and he's asking us for money, and he's just like, "Get the fuck out of here. I already gave you money. You didn't care. Leave." And we're like, "Holy shit, Seth." He's like, "No,
Wow.
fucking
Whoa.
this guy coming up and just asked me for money. I just gave him money." I was like,
Whoa.
"All right."
Whoa.
So then we started this rumor that he hates homeless people.
That's like one of those things where they put
Yeah.
up a sign that says, "Don't feed the birds," and it's because then the birds keep coming,
Yeah.
and you can't stop feeding the birds. It's the same thing. Don't give money to the homeless; they'll come back.
Fair enough. But I feel we got to touch back on the Lake Michigan
Yes.
part here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your question?
So you had stated that Eric told you something right before.
Yeah, so we make this trip to Grand Rapids. We go see Death Cab for Cutie. I had asked him while we were there. I said, "Have you been to Grand Rapids before?" He had said yes. So then I told him, "Bring your bathing suit." I didn't have any plan, but I
Just in case.
just in case, I
Yeah.
suggested let's go to Lake Michigan after we check out of the hotel.
Yep.
Why not? We're only 30 minutes away. Let's do
Easy.
it. It's a beautiful sunny day. We drive there. We get there. He breaks it to me. He's never been to Lake Michigan. Has never put his feet, his little toes,
Yeah, as
in
we're
the
like
lake
walking
of
up.
Michigan, and that blows my mind. He is 34 years old and has never set foot
33.
in Lake Michigan.
How
33.
often
Clarify, I'm 33.
how often have you gone over
Don't
to the
make me
west
old.
side of the state?
Once.
But you've also been to Chicago.
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
the other thing. So I'm later that evening. I'm with talking to my dad, my brother, and my mom, and I'm like, "Yeah, that was like the first time I've been to Lake Michigan," and my dad's like, "Hold on, you've been to Chicago? What lake do you think that's on?"
Yeah.
I was like, "All right,
Fair point.
I haven't been to Lake Michigan from like the Michigan side.
Have you been to Green Bay?
No,
I thought you guys went there for one of your football things.
no. Maybe eventually, maybe someday, but not yet. But yeah, so it's like, all right, Dad, you got me. And then they were, and then I was like, then they were like, what about, we went to the Sleeping Bear Dunes when you were a kid. And I was like, yeah, I remember that. And they're like, what lake do you think that's on? And I was like, is that on Lake Michigan? I have no idea. It's just never crossed my mind. It's never been something I think about.
So in-state
out, yeah.
geography, you don't know much about.
I
we're hearing.
I know some of it, but
Everything gets
I've
cloudy
just-
outside of this area.
I've never.
Wait, so you've never been to
looked
Lake
up.
Erie?
well, that's
So
not
he
the
told
one
me
that I was
he
going to
told me
question
none of the
here.
lakes.
Well, yeah,
Here's
so
the thing.
None of the lakes.
that was
Here's
what
the
I was
thing.
going to ask you. You've never been to Huron then?
I don't know which lake is which.
Oh my.
That's
What
the other
lakes
thing.
have you been to? Have you
I
been to
don't
lakes
know.
that aren't inland lakes?
I don't know.
Like, being a Michigan resident,
Yeah.
that is so odd to me.
Like Michigan and Huron, I feel like are almost like if you haven't been to those two, it's like what are you doing? Because they're the two big lakes on either side of the state.
When we're so close to Lake Erie, too.
But isn't Erie dirty?
Oh, gross. Never
Yeah.
swim in Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Ever.
one to me is like you should.
But it's
you
like I've
should
never.
have seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You've been to Cleveland.
I have not actually. I haven't been to
been to-
Cleveland. Went to Canton, which is close, but not. Haven't been to
You've
Cleveland.
been to Toledo.
I went to Pittsburgh.
Okay. That is
You
a
know.
river, but it's near
Yeah,
Lake Erie.
it's close. So it's like I don't know if that counts. We didn't go swimming.
You go to
so
Toledo.
it's like
Well,
it doesn't
okay,
count.
you shouldn't go swimming in
You
Lake
know,
Erie.
No.
I've been to Cedar Point, but like, I'm not going swimming.
Cedar Point
at
though is
Cedar
on.
Point.
So that is
Yeah.
on. And actually, I have gone swimming in
So-
that like little shore
You
area.
can wade your feet in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, haven't done that. So like, have I actually been in these lakes? Like, really, the answer is no.
So I got more questions for you about just. I want to know things that you have possibly done in Michigan.
Question time's done.
Nope. Have you been to Mackinac Island?
No, I have not.
I
Okay.
asked him that too.
So
That
you
was my
guys-
second
so you
follow-up.
guys need
I was
to
actually
do-
just going to mention that. I was like, yeah, she was shocked I haven't
I
been to
said-
Mackinac.
So you haven't been to
Yeah.
Mackinac City then?
Nope.
You've been to Traverse City.
Yes, have been to Traverse City
Also on
as a
Lake
child,
Michigan,
not
so-
like any time recently. No.
Have you ever
Been to the
been
UP?
to the
No.
UP?
Mm-mm.
I asked him that too.
So you,
Yeah.
I think you guys.
We have some.
We got things planned, but
Yeah.
the thing is,
We
we
gotta
have all
pop
of this
around
out
Michigan.
of state stuff upcoming, where it's like, maybe we really need to focus on Michigan.
I mean,
because-
yeah, it sounds like you have not explored. So when
Yeah.
so for my bachelor party, that's gonna be the first time that you've gone to Holland
Yeah. Oh
on
yeah.
that side.
Well, and your wedding, Mexico's the first time he's going to be out of the country.
Yeah, that one isn't as
That isn't
surprising.
as crazy,
Yeah.
But yes, I mean that's still you got to broaden your horizons a little bit here. I do agree though, like it's like we're focusing so much outside of Michigan here.
Yeah.
We've realized that you know nothing about Michigan.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
not
get
that I
your
don't know
out
anything
game.
about Michigan.
I don't
I just
think so.
never cared to look up where Sleeping Bear Dunes were.
But you've never gone to half the state you've never stepped foot in.
Yeah.
Mackinac Island is a staple. You've never been there.
Like,
I've
if
never
you-
been.
yeah, that's
I
a
don't know, but I've
Michigan
never.
staple.
There's never been a time in my life where I was like, "Oh shit, man! Look at how awesome Mackinac Island."
Mackinac
looks like.
Island's actually a good
I gotta
time.
get there.
No,
Mackinac
you
I've
get-
never
Island's actually
felt
a
that
good
get
way.
fudge,
And,
Yeah.
you ride like a carriage,
Yep.
and you ride your bike around the island.
Yeah.
and like that's not that
You
much.
you have to take a ferry to get there.
Yeah.
No other way.
Yeah, and it's just
They got some good restaurants, some good bars
Yeah.
too.
yeah. So
It's
I'm
a-
just saying, it's never been like on the top of my list of places to go.
All right, well,
we haven't been
I'll be
dying to
changing
go.
it. We'll get 'em there.
You know,
And then
but
I feel like-
now you're in my life.
Yeah.
We can go.
We're gonna
I'm
go.
down to go.
And then
Let's
I feel
go
like on
places.
that trip, you got to take him, like just hit the UP. You got to at least step foot in there. I feel
Yeah.
like Pictured Rocks to Quamanon Falls.
Night
I
Sky
have-
Park too.
I have a
Super
bunch
cool
of
There you go,
experience.
yeah.
That's a cool experience. Yeah.
I actually have a bunch of little places like flagged as like little spots I want to go.
All right.
Just haven't
Well,
been there yet.
In Michigan?
In Michigan, yeah.
Can you share?
I mean, I'd have to look it up, but so there's like little
Okay.
spots.
He's got spots.
little
These
On the
like,
spots.
you
radar.
saw them on TikTok?
Yeah, that I've seen like on like random like little TikToks or Instagrams where it's like 10 places in Michigan you have to visit, and then I watch that. And there's like one spot where I'm like, all right,
Was one of them Fishtown?
add that to the list.
So I actually
I
heard
don't know.
that's super underwhelming.
It is.
I've never
Okay.
heard, I've never heard
Yeah.
of Fish.
It's
Town.
near
That sounds
Traverse City.
Doesn't sound like something I'd like.
Yeah, it's near Traverse City, and it's like it looked cool. Like I saw the TikTok, and someone's like
the
walking.
river
Yeah.
and like the little town.
Yep.
That's it. That's literally
It's
all it is.
all that it is. There's nothing cool going on. The only thing that's like somewhat redeeming is that there's a nice little. They said it's a cheese stand, but they got like some good wraps. Only
Wow.
decent thing about it. So if you want to go there for that,
For one cheese stand.
I did. That was someplace I wanted to check out, and then I heard
not worth
by
it.
multiple people it's underwhelming. I was like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah, don't
don't
need it.
even make the
Don't
drive
need
out
it.
there.
Don't even need it. And I also see a lot of those lists that pop up where it's like the top 20 pizza places in Michigan. So then I look all those up, and
I mean, most of those are going to be in like the metro areas.
no, they're all over the state. There's
Like mom and pop shops.
yeah, like little places where it's like this is the best pizza in
Yeah,
the
but
upper
everybody
east
claims
of
they have the
Michigan.
best pizza.
Yeah,
I know. So
It's like the Seinfeld sketch of like, you have the best coffee. How do you claim that you have the best coffee?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't know. But
So, all right,
yeah.
well,
I'll make my way around the
So,
state.
Yeah.
we'll take lots of pictures of him.
Yeah,
And I'll share it. We're gonna title it Eric Sees Michigan for the first time.
that will be a fun series.
Yeah.
That will be a fun series.
Eric discovers Michigan.
Yeah.
Eric, you should
Can't
do
wait
like
for that photo album.
do one of those like kind of monotone voiceovers of like. And so today we went to St. Ignace. I didn't like it that much, but we did this over here. And it was a pretty swell time. After we went and got ice cream.
Wait,
Make a
who's
whole
narrating,
TikTok.
me or Eric?
Both of you.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I
those
do
though
kinda
where
like
like
that.
someone
Yeah.
does it and then it's like they have no excitement in their voice and it's just like you're just giving like a random recap of what
Yeah.
you did?
Today, we went over to Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
We rode bicycles.
I saw that exact TikTok that you're referencing. I know exactly which one.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah, you guys
That's a good
know.
idea.
Keep an eye on my TikTok.
Eric sees Michigan.
Got a lot more content coming.
You can like pretty much also avoid like the middle of the state. There's
That's
not a
where I've
ton
been.
going on
I've
there.
yeah, that's
Like
where I've
there's
been.
Grand Rapids,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like
Grand Rapids is okay, but anything else, like if you're like, let's go to Gaylord, I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
no
like,
thanks.
we don't need to.
Don't need
I'm
to.
good.
Cadillac, you don't
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah. Thank you guys for introducing me
Yeah.
to Michigan. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I can't
It's
wait.
crazy that you just
Can't
don't
wait to
know
see
about
it
it. You
more.
haven't been to all these places.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
and
because
he
it's
said
just
it so nonchalantly yesterday
what-
that
who-
he's never been. Like,
Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. You need to get out there more.
yeah.
yeah. I've never said I don't need to get out there more.
Do you feel like we're being too hard on you?
I mean, you guys, you're
We're
coming.
razzing him a little too
I
hard.
said
You're
we're
coming at
gaining
me.
up on him,
I've got
too.
some friends that have not seen Michigan.
Name
I'm
'em.
not the only. I'm not gonna call
Well,
them
no, you should bring them. You should bring them with
You
you.
know,
Make
I'll
it
invite
a
'em.
whole group thing. Like, hey, you guys haven't ever seen Lake Huron?
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I'll find out.
We'll bring him. We're
you
gonna
go.
rent a minivan. We're gonna hop us all in, and we're gonna.
If you
take
guys
a-
want to get on the
Get one of
party
those-
bus
yeah.
to Lake Huron,
I
Hit
can tell you
me
some
up.
spots.
Yeah.
email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. We are getting on a party bus to Mackinac City.
Ultimate goal should be getting all the way up to Houghton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually been to Houghton. I've
So
been to
you
Houghton
say-
Lake.
Should we
What
go
the
to
fuck
all the
are
way
you
up?
saying? You've been to Houghton?
Houghton Lake? Yeah.
No. Okay.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Well, all right.
Okay, that's what threw me off. Is like you said you haven't been to the UP.
Yeah, dude, I don't know the
Houghton Lake is
Houghton Lake I've been to.
That so that's an inland lake
Yeah.
more on the west side. Houghton is the tip of like the UP
Get
where
it the
Michigan Tech is.
Haven't been there then. All right.
We will not be going in the winter if we go.
No,
No thanks.
no. You
That's a summer trip.
the bridge almost should be like shut down.
We're not
after September.
We're not going anywhere in Michigan in the winter. That's not the
No.
time to make a
That's true.
Michigan vacation.
That's
true.
when that's when you plan the Vegas. And
Yeah, you go south.
yeah.
Which he did go.
Yeah,
You
the-
did go
the
to
Woman
Vegas
Clients.
already, right?
No,
I have not.
in
September.
September.
Okay. Yep.
September, dragging you along.
Yep.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Can't wait.
Yeah.
First Vegas trip. So there you go.
Is
Have
this
you
my
been?
no? I have
Okay.
been to Vegas, so
Okay.
this will be my second
She's
round
been
2.
everywhere.
Woohoo.
She's been everywhere.
I've been everywhere. Man. I've been everywhere.
All right, let's get into some hot toppings, and everyone can stop hassling me about the where I've been in Michigan.
Hope the first hot topping is some guy explores his state for the first time.
The first hot topping, this police officer pulled over a man, and he says, "I've never been to this state before."
And then
Turns out he lived there.
and they become they become friends and they just drive around the state together.
All right,
That'd be a good buddy cop show.
and now we're pitching TV
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
All right. A woman has learned that her husband of 10 months is actually a woman, even though the couple had been intimate multiple times.
Still with penis?
No,
So-
it was only mouth stuff, right?
Hand stuff. That was
stuff,
the
what else?
only.
Oh,
That was
I
the
mean-
intimate. A woman only being identified as N.A. met her husband, going by the name of Anaf, who claimed to be a neurologist from New York on a dating app in Indonesia. Once the online relationship began, they met in person and spent a week ago. Anaf quickly proposed marriage, and the two tied the knot. But a few months into the marriage, N.A.'s family got suspicious of him because they had never met or seen any of his family. He would never get naked or bathe in front of his wife, and they had never had to. And he said never had to go to work despite claiming to be a doctor,
Wait, hold on. What?
and also had lumps on his chest.
I missed this. I thought that the woman was a man.
Yeah, so it's a woman who married what she thought was a man. Turned out.
I thought the man married woman is man. Okay. Makes more sense now.
So
Yeah. So it
one-
turns out it's two women.
two, yeah,
Two women.
Did-
But the one of the women thought the other one was a man.
Did
like a trans male.
Yeah.
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 So
Did she think he was like fat? Like had.
I mean, there's a
Had
lot
lumps
of
on his chest. These are just lumps. Don't worry about these. These are just lumps.
Well, I mean, like, to be honest with you, there are some men who I would say have pretty large breasts for men.
Agreed,
You know,
but
like,
Yeah, all good.
yeah.
But I feel like you would. I don't know. I feel like you would notice. So that means. So also, they said they've been intimate.
Yes.
Clearly, though, has never intimate only by kissing.
Yeah, no genitals involved.
The
Yeah.
report says
So you'll know pretty fast.
the couple had been intimate multiple times, but Anaf insisted on only using hands. Finally, NA's family demanded that Anaf prove he was actually a man by removing his clothes, and that's when the truth came out. It was revealed he was actually a woman named Arayani and lied about everything.
Was there a reason for this? Was this a catfish gone too far?
I don't know.
Was it for money?
I really don't know, but I love that it wasn't even NA demanding. It was the family.
Yeah, they're like, nah, this is definitely a chick.
Like, you need to verify
It's definitely
that you're
a chick.
married to a man. He won't get naked in front of us.
Well,
Yeah.
so question.
I would lose my mind if someone's dad was telling me that. I was like, hey, well, like, figure this out with your
No,
family.
mind your own business.
So question on this.
Can you control your family? They keep wanting to see me naked.
This is weird. Yeah.
They think I'm not a man.
So I mean, is their marriage done? Like Anaf lied, but also like they got married.
Yeah.
Saw what he looked like. She looked like already.
It's just, it's funny that she's just like, I'm if he doesn't want to get naked in front of me, that's fine. But it's like her mother that's like, you need to get naked.
I mean, that's also pretty crazy though. If you said they were married for 10 months.
Yes, they were married for 10
this
months.
became an issue.
Yeah, like so 10 months there was no.
At 4
No
months, the
questions
family
asked.
started getting suspicious.
But at 10,
But
10
I guess
months
she
in,
like the whole time is just
Maybe
like,
she was
this
into
is
it.
fine.
Maybe she didn't mind. Maybe her family is
That's
just
true.
like,
You know?
really
maybe
nosy.
she was closeted and she
Yeah.
knew, and then she didn't want to tell the family,
Right.
and then they did this whole thing. And she's like, yeah, guys, I already know. Stop it.
And then she couldn't like come out
Exactly.
about it,
And then
like
she
was
had to
like,
go
"Oh,
against
I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
know."
Yeah.
And that's shitty.
That
would
is
be
shitty.
Super
That is
shitty.
shitty. Let's turn this on the family.
Yeah.
The family is definitely the creepiest, I think, part here.
For sure.
Anaf / Ariel or whatever her name was is pretty creepy as well.
Yeah, Ariani.
Ariani, but I'm also not convinced that this wasn't already known by NA.
Ariani now in court for falsifying qualifications as a doctor.
Okay, well that one's pretty bad.
For nothing else, just for that part. It's like
So this
that
person just created a whole life and just said like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try to.
Said that
I'm getting
he
online.
was a neurologist, but then never went to work.
Just never had to work.
Well,
Claimed to be a neurologist who graduated in New York.
but also in like retrospect, not going to school for it. Good thing he didn't go to work, because if someone would have given him that job, he was like, yeah, no, I have a degree from New York, and then he would have gone in there and started playing with people's nerves and their brains.
Well, I mean, I
really
don't
fuck
even think he
someone
would
up.
have
Yeah, not-
gotten that far. I think, but I'm saying like you couldn't have left the house. You could have, taken a couple of hours out of your day to leave the house.
You don't think in Indonesia they would maybe like, I don't know, like if in a rural part of Indonesia they just might be like, hey, yeah, just come on in and work. You said you're a doctor?
You're right.
There was a dude-
Yeah.
We had a story where a dude was faking that he was like a doctor for a couple months in the States, and he got like away with it for a while. Do you remember that story?
No.
That's
Did we
wild.
talk
He
about that
had
on
to
the
have,
podcast?
like, super forged documents, though.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but he like was like doing. I think he was touching. He wasn't like a operating. He was like a physician or whatever.
Okay.
But so he was like touching people and all that, and then like it started to come out like, hey, buddy, I don't think you're a real doctor, and then he got caught. We definitely talked about it on this podcast. Don't know what episode.
No clue. I don't even remember talking about that.
Yeah.
And I usually remember. I feel like if I don't remember, we probably didn't talk about it on the podcast.
We did.
Ooh, listeners, dig through all the episodes and email us on
Memory's gone bad.
apmlpod@gmail.com. Find
Memory's
out which
gone
episode
bad.
it was. Prove Eric wrong. That's the challenge of the week. But yeah.
Always fun to do.
But yeah. Do you think if Heather's family came at you and was like, that Sean guy,
Why haven't we seen him naked
Yeah.
yet?
has he ever bathed in front of you?
Which is also like a weird thing. Like, I mean, just bathing in front of
Yeah.
your significant
I
other.
think that's just assumed, though.
Is
Like,
that an Indonesia thing?
Well, but okay, so like I mean,
That's
obviously
a ritual. You have to bathe in front of your wife's family.
Yeah, like obviously, like you might
That
like
verifies the marriage.
you might see your significant other like hop into the shower or something, but you're not like sitting there just like bathe in front of me. Let's go.
You have an easel you're painting.
Yeah.
All right, time for your yearly portrait.
Bath time.
I'm just surprised that NA didn't make a bigger stink about them just not having any actual physical contact for 10 months.
Yeah,
And hand
she
stuff
was fine.
I don't know. Maybe she was a prude.
True. Maybe she was asexual.
Maybe she just really liked that hand stuff.
But did Assad or whatever Anaf have like a strap on that she was wearing when they did their hand stuff?
But
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be obvious though?
Well, I don't know. You would think so.
Yeah,
But maybe she was a virgin. She didn't know what a penis felt like.
Yeah, maybe she was
Tasted
just
like.
like, you know what? Don't do any hand stuff on me.
Yep. I just want to satisfy you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about you.
yeah. I really like it when you just touch my shoulder.
I just like to picture him sitting there and he has like a strap on and then he just has like lotion in his hand. He's like, and just sprays it when he's, I'm coming. Like that's how he like, oh yeah, no, that was me.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was dark enough, I mean, like maybe you could get away with it.
Yeah. I think NA, there's too much of this where I think NA knew something was going on.
Yeah,
was fine with it,
for
and
sure.
I think the family like.
It's
blew
funny
their
that
whole secret.
it's the family that was like, we gotta figure this out.
I think so.
It doesn't. It does not help that Asaf. I keep forgetting the name.
There's a lot
does
of
not
names.
help. Does not help that they are not actually a doctor either because they're lying about like everything.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Where do they have money from? It had to be a money thing because NA had to be.
Well, from the family. That's probably why the family
Yeah.
was taking it so seriously.
Yep, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We solved this.
solved it,
Yep.
wrapped it up.
Yep.
On to the next
Wow.
hot topic.
Crime solvers.
This
Exactly.
one is
Basically, Scooby Doo.
Yeah, we're the new Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's been saying. This next one is Am I the Asshole? I thought this was it's rare that you get one where there's a pretty solid, like you both sides, and it's really kind of up in the air as to who's wrong.
Okay.
This one, I was kind of surprised that a lot of the comments kind of leaned toward a not the asshole thing.
To the OP.
To the OP, when I kind of thought I was like, kind of an asshole move. But yeah, here we go. Let's dig into it. She writes, she's a 27 female. She writes, my husband, 30-year-old male, and I have been together for 3 years and married for 5 months. So 3 years together, married for 5 months. Our relationship has been without any problems until the week before our wedding. My husband was very close friends with a woman, let's call her Ava, that he has known since they were sophomores in high school. I never had a problem with Ava. I thought it was very obvious that she and my husband are just friends. I mean, she had a long-term boyfriend and all. So I felt no jealousy or anything. I got along great with her. We all hung out together regularly, but then my husband dropped a bombshell on me the week before we got married. I remember he sat me down and told me that Ava revealed to him that she has feelings for him and tried to convince him to not get married to me.
They always do.
Always.
She even broke up with her boyfriend of 6 years to prove that she was serious about my husband. My husband and I both agreed to cut her off. We uninvited her to our wedding, and neither one of us have been in contact with her since.
Okay, I mean, so far this sounds like
Wait, so
a
who's
very...
the asshole here?
That's
So
what
far.
I'm like, yeah, so far it sounds like a very
You're like, okay.
logical steps.
Okay.
Yeah.
For my husband's 30th birthday yesterday, he just wanted to have a dinner with family and friends. So that was the plan. We are all in the restaurant eating when all of a sudden Ava walks in. She walks to our table and says she didn't mean to intrude, that she was just getting dinner by herself and saw us. She then wished my husband a happy birthday. I expect her to leave, but then my husband asks if she wants to join us. I look at my husband like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm visibly uncomfortable and irritated. I stand up and tell Ava that she can have my seat, and then I walk out and get an Uber home because I want absolutely nothing to do with her. When my husband comes home almost 2 hours later, he immediately starts an argument with me. He tells me I overreacted and acted immaturely. I ask him why he did Why he asked Ava to eat with us because I thought we were on the same page. He replied that was just being nice, and he didn't think it would be a big deal because it's been a long time since he has seen her, so she probably doesn't have feelings for him anymore. And then he tells me that I ruined his birthday. I'm still upset about it. I don't think I'm the one in the wrong. I mean, this woman literally tried to steal my partner. Am I the asshole?
I mean, what is the coincidence that Ava conveniently is going into the same restaurant to eat by herself the same time that they're eating dinner on his birthday?
That's
I don't
true.
think that's a coincidence.
Also, he says it's been a while since he's seen her. They've been married for 5 months. This happened right before. Like,
Yes.
that's not a while to me for someone who...
Yeah, less than 6 months.
Yeah,
Like, still
someone who just tried to...
feelings are a little
out.
raw.
The only thing I will say, so if like, let's just say it was a random coincidence that she was there and she didn't come up. There is like that sense of like uncomfortableness where you're like, especially if it's someone that you were friends with, where you might just be like, out of kindness, just like, oh yeah, like you're more than welcome to join us if you want, expecting that they also will say no.
Yes.
And then, so I kind of get that part, and I do think her just getting up and leaving is a little bit of
Dramatic.
like, yeah, it's like,
Yes.
okay, well now you're making a big scene, and he has to sit there and like,
Yeah, now it's kind of awkward.
Kinda
in
deal
front of
with it.
his family.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
the whole thing is awkward.
I mean, I think Ava's the bitch in this whole thing.
She
She's
should've-
the asshole.
I think she intruded. I think that she, I think welcomed herself when she really shouldn't have.
I think there's a little bit of questioning on the guy
100%.
because I agree. There's like a little bit of like
It's a little
fishiness
bit
there,
too coincidental.
and then also like to finish out the 2-hour meal. Like I get that. Like again, like you don't want to make it awkward.
Yeah,
But
'Cause
I would
there's
have
other
maybe.
family and friends around.
Yeah.
So like, are you gonna really gather up everybody? Like, all right, guys, thanks for coming out to my birthday. Guess we're wrapping up quick.
I would have maybe like at least stepped outside and like called, and I guess she didn't say if she did that, but I would have been.
It
at
sounds
least like,
like he
hey,
did
I gotta
not.
at least like try to see what's going on.
Yeah.
and maybe have like a quick argument on the phone about it.
Yeah.
and then you can finish it.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
because to me, like, she's already like overwhelmed by the information that Ava has feelings for her husband. Like,
Yeah,
that's
for
overwhelming.
sure.
As
Yes.
it is.
For sure.
And they have supposedly been best friends for like what, 6 years? It
Mm-hmm.
says. That's a lot to take in, and I think that due to the nature of what was going on, out of respect for his wife, probably
He should have said
should
no.
have communicated
Yeah,
immediately after, for
Yeah,
sure.
oh,
Been like, I didn't know what to say. This is awkward. Like,
exactly.
but-
As soon as she
yeah.
gets up and like storms out, you maybe take a second, let
Take a
Ava
stroll.
sit down, sure,
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
oh hey, blah blah, be like, hey, I'm just gonna run out and just check on her real quick,
Yeah.
and at least give a phone call and just be like,
Be like, hey, call.
hey,
Like, what's going on?
what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
here's
Like,
my
this
thought
is-
process. I'm sorry that it's weird.
Yeah.
Let's just get through dinner real quick, leave, and be done with it.
But then
kind of
to let it go for like 2 hours, I'd be fuming.
thing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Fuming.
Yeah, 2 hours of radio silence with the person who just stormed out. Like, probably not the best move.
No, that's like.
that's one of those chicken games that you're
Yeah.
playing where you're like, I'm not gonna give in. Like, I didn't do anything
Yeah.
wrong here. And then you get home.
Yeah,
it's
like, I'm all
nope,
good. I'm all
you're
good.
Fucking World War III's
Yeah.
going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not smart.
Yikes.
He's
And,
been-
and you're probably not enjoying your whole dinner that whole time too. You're just waiting for
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I think there's a couple
Unless
things.
they were secretly having an affair and there were already something going on, and they're like, "How can I get you to my birthday party without making it be too obvious? You're just coincidentally gonna show up to the same restaurant, and you're just gonna ease your way into this."
Was that any of the comments?
No, everyone was, the majority of people were like, not the asshole.
But no one thought that there's a possibility that there was something else going on here with these two.
Maybe I'm just a skeptic.
I
Maybe
don't hate it though. I mean that makes sense.
Here's some of the comments. Not the asshole. It's been 5 months, not 5 years. Your husband is delusional if he thinks she's genuinely gotten over him and his behavior was appropriate.
Agreed. But again, the only thing I'm saying though on the husband's defense is that there's like a little bit of that awkwardness, especially if you were friends with them, of just being like, I don't know, like I felt like I had to at least offer it up, and then I assumed that she would say no.
I mean, is this guy dense? Like, what is his
It
personality?
sounds
Like,
he's pretty-
cannot
sounds
pick
he's
up
pretty
on
dumb.
social
Sounds
cues.
like he's pretty dumb.
So here's another comment. Not the asshole. I'd like to give your hubby the benefit of the doubt and say he's just dumb to invite a woman that tried to talk him out of marrying you to sit at your table. Maybe he felt pressured because family and friends that knew her but might not know why she had been uninvited to the wedding were present. However, he
Possible.
didn't stop you from walking out. He didn't try to go after you.
Yep.
He didn't call or text or check on you. He stayed for 2 freaking hours, and then he has the sheer audacity to come home and yell at you for your behavior.
Yeah.
All of this is
That's
a
what
red
gets me
flag.
about it. Yeah.
I also will say, I feel like you going home and turning it into a fight is another thing
It's
of
defensive.
like, which is another thing of like, you might have been doing something on the low there.
Yeah.
There's a couple things of this story that I caught my eye. Like, number one, he's been friends with this woman since high school. Her trying to like derail the marriage, like he still went through with the marriage.
Yeah.
She didn't go in through a ton of details on that as to whether that was a tumultuous week of fighting and trying to figure out life, or if that was just a, hey, like, I'm not interested in her like that, we're uninviting her to the wedding, like.
Well, and in his defense, he told her right away, and he went through with like all right, yeah, she's not coming to this, and we're cutting her out of everything.
Yeah.
So like, there's a little bit of like good kudos to him on that stuff. Yeah. But I just still, now that you brought that up, though, I still just don't think.
It's just odd. It's just odd.
Yeah, I think Ava should have said thanks, but see you later.
For sure.
That's number one. That like is what should have happened. I've been like, thank you, but I'm out of here.
Yeah, because it would have been awkward for her if the wife would have stayed too.
Yeah,
right.
It's not fun for anyone then.
But
I would have stood my ground. I would have been like, no.
That's the other thing too. Is like, don't give up on like.
Don't get up and walk away.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry. You're like. This is awkward.
Yeah. I think it's one of those situations.
Got to go.
Where the guys.
Bye, bitch.
I think they were right when saying like he's just just being nice to be like, hey, go ahead and just join us and take a seat and you know, like, hey, you're welcome to join us for eating. You know, like she probably knew from, you know, friends and other people that were at the dinner. So it's like, oh yeah, you know, why don't you join us just to be like nice? And then she's like, yeah, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
whoops.
But Eric, they're not.
But calling... I would never expect my wife to storm out of the restaurant like that.
I agree, but then to not like, call or text, and then to start a fight when you, and then to start a fight when you get home. I think that's where it kind of like there's definitely no way where she's the asshole in this. I think
she's dramatic.
I think she's dramatic. The getting up and walking out is dramatic, sure, but like there's no way that she's the asshole in this.
At least she didn't like cause a complete scene there. Like she could have like flipped the table.
I guess true.
She could have thrown a plate of lasagna.
I would say
she
did cause a scene, like, but not. I guess she could have made it worse. Yeah.
And I mean that scene though wasn't comfortable. I'm sure of like
I'm sure there was a solid 10 minutes of like
walked out.
Whoa. Yeah, but then none of his family contacted her. Like your wife just got up and walked out of your birthday dinner,
or like
nobody contacted her at all. That's so strange.
Well, and no one said like, hey, you should maybe go like check on your wife or something like that. Like, I'm wondering.
It makes me wonder that like maybe
she's the asshole in life here.
Maybe she's regularly storms out of dinner.
And
it's like, I can't be calling this girl every time she storms out of a restaurant.
She's just being dramatic.
I'll talk to her when we get home.
Some people like to make an entrance. She likes to make an exit.
Yeah.
Mid-dinner.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the type of thing where it's like once the dinner wraps up, you expect to have that conversation in the car ride home of like, I can't believe she stayed for dinner. And
I can't believe
the guy probably would have been like, I didn't expect her to.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm so sorry I did that. I got.
That's a whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
But then she sat in the wife's seat, which is
that's
right
crazy.
next to the
Well,
husband.
we don't know that for sure. The story goes that she said, you can have my seat. Yeah. And maybe,
Well, where else was she going to sit? That would be the only available seat.
But maybe see if there's another seat that you could take.
But I think regardless,
if you're out.
I think regardless if this Ava girl's actually staying for the dinner, she's coming in and she's trying to kind of insert her like dominance.
Yeah.
Like she's inserting herself over here. She's being like, hey, I'm still kind of going after your guy kind of thing. Because otherwise, like if you were truly being like, hey, you know what? I am trying to get over this. You guys got married. I don't want to ruin that kind of thing. Then you would just been like, hey, no, thanks a lot, but I'm walking out. Yeah. The fact that she would stay at all, she's definitely being like, all right, well, I'm going to win this battle with your wife now.
There's something conniving going on there.
For sure.
Yeah.
She's the ultimate asshole in this. I think the guy...
Yeah, fuck Ava. Not a fan.
Fuck Ava. I think this guy's kind of an asshole.
It's a wild move, yeah. Well, anytime you, a week before someone's wedding, you're like, hey.
By the way.
I'm actually in love with you.
Dump your wife.
Get rid of her.
She sucks.
Yeah.
She's going to storm out of dinner at some point. I swear to God.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine storming out of a restaurant.
Yeah.
You're so caught up on the storming out of the restaurant. Like, heaven forbid I ever storm out of a restaurant.
Well, no, I'm just saying for myself now. I'm like really curious of like what would have to happen for me to be like, I'm out of here.
I've gotten mad at dinner. I'm
I've
not storming out.
never-
I'm just sort of being like,
Yeah,
all right, like,
I'm
whatever.
still
like,
hungry.
Well, no, to me it's more so. To me, it's like,
I was just gonna say you're here for the food.
Yeah.
You're here for the food. Please don't
I
interrupt.
didn't
also
lose my
think-
appetite. I ordered some chicken parm. I'm not walking out.
but I think there's a level of a storm out that it's like you have to have respect for like the other person that you're storming out on. Where it's like, if I storm out now, it's awkward for everyone. I'm like making a big scene for you. Where it's like, I'll just be here. I'll be angry. I'm not gonna make this, and then we'll have the fight later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We'll
I
talk
think that
about
would be
that
like
when
the
we go home.
mature, responsible thing to do, especially in front of other family members.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Kristen, have you ever stormed out of a restaurant?
Not that I remember. No, I don't think so.
I feel like you'd remember a storm out.
No, I haven't stormed out.
All right.
No.
Maybe like as a child, I think that'd be fun.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been dragged.
I don't want to eat this.
So. Yeah.
You ever get in trouble like as a child? Like I remember I accidentally, I shouldn't say accidentally. I think I did it on purpose, but I was a child. I stole like a hockey puck from like Dick's Sporting Goods and like put it in my pocket. And we go to my aunt's house and we're trying to play mini sticks, and I was like, oh yeah, let's use this. Also a bad move. And I had to go back to the store.
Yeah.
And I was like bawling my eyes out, be like, I'm sorry.
So your
I
mom made
stole
you
this."
return it?
Yeah, my dad did.
Yeah.
But then I got
Dick's
candy.
Sporting Good, not a restaurant though. So
No.
I don't know.
I don't think I ever got kicked out of a
Yeah,
restaurant.
he didn't,
with
and he
that.
didn't storm out of that Dick's Sporting Goods. So
No.
I'm.
But
really
I
caught
cried.
up
I cried and got free candy.
on
So what
where
they
the
teach you is
connection-
that if you
You do if you steal,
you
you
steal,
do get rewarded.
Yeah, if you
My-
come clean,
my thought was the
there's
connection-
rewards for snitches.
as a kid in like a public place.
You, I think, pushed it in that direction.
Well, because you said Kristen said that she got dragged out of a restaurant, and then made me think of like, all right, that's like kind of embarrassing. That's you get in
Kids
trouble then.
doing
Yeah, I was
bad
definitely
stuff
like an
in public
ill-behaved
places.
child.
Yeah.
Like I just wait until you talk to my family.
Ooh.
Can't wait. Sounds like I got some good
Yeah, I
stories.
got some stories.
here.
I'll bring that. Which one of your family should we have on the next episode
All
of
right.
the podcast that we can
can't
get
wait
some
for
dirt
that.
here?
Get all the dirt.
Probably my mom. But
All right, there we go.
Can't wait. Episode
she
85.
would love it. No, she'd be an
Kristen's
earful.
mom.
Oh, she'd be an earful. No
Kristen's mom.
way.
Welcome to the podcast.
Come on
We
down.
got some questions for you. It's just gonna be a whole like Barbara Walters interview style. So can you tell us what's the worst thing Kristen's done?
No, I'm definitely gonna have to call my therapist after.
There you go.
No
That's
doubt.
fun. Yeah.
No doubt.
Tell me all about her ex.
Yeah. What those shows where they had to do that, where I think it's like even like The Bachelor, where they go and meet the family and they're just like, so like what's everything that's ever gone wrong in their relationships?
Yeah. Or I love when they would like go and meet the family, and then it's like the lady chick's like ex-boyfriend is like, oh yeah, he just hangs around.
Yeah.
Like we're good friends with him, you know.
like,
he
meet the
just built
Fockers.
he built a gazebo for your dad
Yeah.
in the back. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful gazebo.
No strings attached.
Yeah. He will definitely say he loves your wife right before you get married and then randomly show up to a restaurant.
I can assure you, no ex of mine will be doing that. So you're
All right.
good. You're in the clear.
We're in the clear
You
then.
say you were sure, maybe they will listen to
Yeah.
this, and now they're just going to do it just to spite you.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out for that.
We'll keep our eyes open.
Sean, you had something on jelly beans. Did you want to cover that real quick
we want to.
before we wrap
Well,
this up?
And also, hearing that you don't like jelly beans now, that's my question is going to, I feel like, be even worse. So there was this spot in where we went up north, and they had like a Coke Freestyle version of like Jelly Bellies.
Oh, I'd
where-
try that for sure.
Oh, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like you have, like I grab a bag and then you just go up and you choose whatever flavor you want. You fill up this bag. And I was just then curious, what's your guys' favorite jelly beans? Because I like the kiwi. There's a Dr. Pepper one. Real delicious. Those two, I think, are my top two.
I think I would stick with the classic flavors.
Which?
Like a strawberry.
Yeah, like the strawberries are delicious.
I'm talking,
think
and then this is
whatever
talking
the green
strictly
one is,
Jelly Belly, because when
you
you get
know.
into like the Starburst jelly beans,
Oh, those are so
different game.
good. So good.
different
See, I
game.
think I would be biased
Gummy
to the
good.
Starburst.
Starburst
But
are
I'm not crazy
delicious.
about jelly beans. Like, if
fair
you
enough.
laid out some like Easter candy, my first pick isn't a jelly bean.
What is your first pick? Don't say
Ooh.
Peeps.
It wouldn't be Peeps either.
thank
I don't
God.
know. Probably like a Reese's.
It's July.
Okay, Reese's are delicious.
Yeah.
So you're just more of a chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Jelly beans or gummy bears?
Jelly
You would do
beans.
gummy bears.
I'd go gummy bears.
Am I?
you heard
Am I
about the-
picking flavors here, or is this just like the
just in
classic
general?
pack?
Just in general. If there's a bowl of gummy bears and a bowl of jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
Really?
If it's like,
Over gummy bears?
That's one of the most shocking things you've said on this podcast,
well, okay,
Sean.
but again, I'm picturing that this is like If it's like those gross like big jelly beans, then no.
Well, you guys know
How
about
big of jelly beans are you eating?
No, you see like on Easter they have like some like the kind of like bigger ones, and it's just not like if it's a Starburst jelly bean, if it's a Jelly Belly jelly bean, I'm taking the jelly beans. If it's give me any other brand, I'll probably take the gummy bear.
Now, as long as they're not the Haribo gummy bears.
Ones?
Have you the sugar-free? You've read the reviews,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, you poop your pants.
Like send that to your. So if you send their sugar-free Haribo,
You never heard of this?
pronounce that right?
Yeah, I think it's Haribo.
Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Go online and
Why
read
would you be eating sugar-free?
It has
Because
to be.
people wanted to,
You
cut sugar
literally
out.
get the shits. It is like
Yeah.
a pain.
it's
Apparently,
like-
one of the worst experiences you'll ever have.
Instant.
Yeah. Like people send it to their worst enemies.
Yeah, and then they like poop for days.
Like read the reviews. It's comical.
Interesting.
Like
Just
the
straight
comical,
liquid coming out.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this, but I do love some gummy bears.
I also
probably
think
not those.
Yeah, not those.
Have you had the
also
sour?
think that's a lot of any like sugar-free gummy candy will do that to you. So keep an eye
It's
out.
the aspartame, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be loaded with sugar. Otherwise, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Have you had the sour gummy bears?
I've had sour
I'm
gummy
sure
bears.
at some point, yeah.
You say the sour gummy bears. I'm sure there's
Dummy
multiple
good.
options here.
Yeah. The Haribo sour gummy bears.
Gummy
good.
gummy bears, gummy worms.
I like Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids,
Ooh.
delicious. That's a
Sour
different,
Patch
that's a
Kids, so
different
good.
one.
So
though.
The watermelons.
Oh,
Ooh,
they have
all
a
day.
strawberry one now too.
Oh, haven't had those.
Ooh, yeah.
We might have to
But I
some
think
of those.
I think bears over worms.
I
Yeah.
agree for the most part.
Yeah.
Like when I see some worms, I'm happy to see them.
Yeah.
But like, which one would like if I had a bowl of each? Which one am I like
I'm
ultimately?
probably going bears.
I'll eat more of the bears.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the way it's got to
Yeah.
be.
Alright.
But you do eat some of the nasty flavors too.
No, so this one I got to pick all my flavors, so it's all my good stuff. But I like.
So
I
they
don't-
had just like a jug of like puke flavored jelly
No,
bellies.
they didn't have any of those.
And they're
gross
like,
ones.
oh yeah, we never get to the bottom of that
Yeah.
one.
When you
Those
said
are
nasty,
from like 6 years ago.
when you said
They're only
nasty, I was
getting
thinking
worse
like
by the
black
day.
licorice or.
How do you feel about black licorice?
I fucking
just in
hate
general?
black licorice.
Who likes it? Who's keeping that?
Old
in business?
people. Old
It's
people.
disgusting.
My dad eats
That's
black
like the
licorice.
So does
worst
my
thing.
mom.
Yeah, old people.
Yeah.
Twizzlers or red vines?
Twizzlers.
I don't like Twizzlers or
So-
red vines.
okay.
Oh, so just neither.
Like I don't like
You just
licorice
don't like
in
licorice.
general.
Wow.
It's
Twizzlers
chocolate.
for me, 100%.
Hey, Eric, mental note: not gummy candy, chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than Sour Patch.
Sour Patch Kids, watermelon specifically.
Yeah.
Those are
No
all
sugar-free
So
gummy bears.
no sugar-free gummy bears.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
like
where those are. You
the
can
fact
get
that the
those.
Three Musketeers is his favorite chocolate is mind-boggling to
I agree.
me.
There's so many better
That is
options
the
out there.
strangest
So
thing.
many better options out there.
That was a huge thing.
Snickers.
Like a year and a half ago for Halloween, there was a big debate of that I would pick Three Musketeers
Like
over
no
Milky
problem.
Way.
Yeah.
Didn't we do?
We
do
did a whole
Pizza Podium
vote.
on
Yeah,
this
we
or
did a
something?
whole thing. It was a
I mean,
whole
Snickers
thing.
is better.
Go
Take
back and
5
listen
is
to
better.
episode
Take 5's my
43.
favorite.
Take 5's the best. It has
Yeah.
everything in it.
Sweet, salty.
Yeah,
I think it was episode
everything in it.
43. Go back and listen to it with Jake.
Milky Ways like aren't bad, but
I'm
Come on.
gonna give all my milk. Like if I were trick or treating now,
for sure.
I would give him all my.
Did you ever do?
Give me those Three Musketeers.
Do you have
Guys, send them in.
siblings?
Send them over.
Kristen,
Love
do you have
'em.
siblings?
Yeah, 2 brothers.
Did you ever, when you guys went trick or treating, like afterwards, everyone dumped their candy in, and then you have to like
You do some trades.
you do some trades, and everyone has to like
Of,
pick
like,
kind of
hey,
what they want.
Yeah.
You can take all of these.
Milky Ways, not Milky Ways. Three
Three
Musketeers were
Musketeers.
always the last pick.
And Milky Ways.
Dude, I would have cleaned
Milky
up.
Ways though at least have caramel. You at least give me something else.
Yeah,
here.
Three Musketeers, like
'Cause
the
I would-
texture,
dude.
everything
Yeah.
is strange to me about it.
There's nothing
So-
wrong with the
Three
texture.
Musketeers aren't bad frozen, but again, not a top choice.
I would have cleaned up in that trade because I would be like, you
Twix.
guys just don't want your Three Musketeers. Like, just give them to me.
I would,
I get
I
those
would
for
want
free.
all your Reese's.
Yeah.
Take them. I'll.
That.
So
is
who cleaned up
bewildering.
there? I think the people who had the better candy.
I think I would.
No,
Yeah,
I think
for
we all
sure.
cleaned up because we all get what we want.
Well, hey, I can't wait for you guys to have a Halloween here because it sounds like it's gonna work out great. You give them all the gross shit,
Yeah.
We get
all
that
the
variety
gummies, all the
pack.
gummies.
Twizzlers.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
gummies and the
Yeah.
Three Musketeers go to Eric. Everything else to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
would
think
go
it's
through
a
those
fair
variety
swap.
packs, and it's like, oh, you just get stuck with almond joys at the end or something.
I also just you to me seem like a Snickers guy.
I love a Snickers.
I'm just surprised that's not your top choice.
Snickers
Yeah,
is
I
like a
agree.
number
I see where
2.
you're coming
That's
from.
like that's right behind
Something
the.
about him. He's got a Snickers face.
That's right behind the 3M.
That's right behind
Does it
it.
have a Snickers face?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! Now I have to name the episode Snickers face. You know, Jesus. All right. Wow. Quick talk about Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Wait,
We went from-
what's your favorite?
We went from Easter to Halloween.
I mean,
real
I
quick.
just love candy, so like I'm all in between here. If
You're
I'm
just
going
a garbage disposal for candy.
candy, I love candy.
Got it.
It's like if I'm going chocolate, take 5.
That's my favorite. It's
Pretzels.
so
You got
Take
the
Five's
pretzels,
Yeah.
chocolate, caramel, and I got everything. It's delicious.
Yeah.
If I'm going gummy candy, probably Starburst.
Not a
I would go.
Haichu?
I would go Skittles.
High chews are delicious.
Yeah.
I don't include them initially because they're not like as common.
Yeah.
Like high chews are almost like a special thing.
They're
Like you have to
rarity,
go get.
yeah.
Yeah.
But high chews are so good.
They're so good.
So good.
You don't see those in variety packs,
No, that actually you do.
do you?
Well, in a variety pack, like okay, I'm thinking
Yeah,
like
like the
you get like variety
bag.
flavors in a pack. Okay, yeah,
A
right. You don't
variety
see those.
pack of different candies.
Gotcha. No, you'll never see those.
Wow.
High chews are delicious though.
Yeah. I agree. Agreed.
Kristen, thank you so much for being on the
You're welcome.
podcast
Thank
and
you.
putting
fun.
up
Thank
with
you for having
us.
me.
I'm sure we will have you back plenty of
Yeah,
times.
many requests from what I hear. So.
We ask all our guests, do you have anything you would like to promote or recommend?
So I would recommend the Lord Huron concert on August 16th.
Okay.
You asked me, be prepared, and like this is
You
what
didn't have to specifically
this is
recommend the
what-
concert. You
No,
could just
Lord
recommend
Huron.
the
Lord
band.
No,
Huron,
you can
but they're-
recommend whatever you want.
promoting
All right.
lots of things. The band Lord Huron, if you need a good cry, Lord Huron's there for you. And they're coming to concert on August 16th at Aretha Franklin Amphitheater.
So I have to ask because it says Lord Huron. Are they from Michigan?
No,
Okay.
no, it's
Those
deceiving.
now.
They're going to be there with first aid kit. So if you're a fan,
I
Lord
don't know
Huron
if
is
these
pretty
are
much-
things that you're saying. Like I thought, like they're gonna have a first aid kit. Like people get really fucked up here.
Yeah, they're there with opener.
Yeah. They also got food
No,
truck.
you've never heard of the band First Aid Kit?
No, no.
They'll be stage will be there.
Yeah. Sound system's gonna be. They're gonna close it out.
Oh man, concession.
Yeah.
Concession stand.
It'll
Will
be
be
concession. Yeah.
But yeah.
I almost thought this was like an SNL sketch with Stefan. Is like New York's hottest club is. We got first aid kit.
There. The hottest show.
Yeah. But I've never heard of them. So that's you said it at first. I'm like, okay, it's weird that we got to mention they're gonna have a first aid kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the stuff that people need most. They got first aid kits. I'm not coming to this thing willy
First
nilly.
aid kit. You wanted an actual kit? I got the band.
Oh, whoops.
They're bleeding out like what? They're like, oh, not this again. This always
this
happens.
happens all the
Classic
time.
mix-up.
Sucks when we're this close to a hospital too.
Oh, sorry about you, man. That looks like that hurts.
Yeah, shit, dude.
What
my
are you
bad.
doing here?
I'm not trained to do this.
I'm dying. Jeez. All right.
Okay, Lord Huron though,
Lord Huron.
and first aid kit.
Yeah, August 16th. Be there, be square.
Look them up.
So are you dragging him to this concert then?
100%.
Good. Yeah, since he's been dragging you.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He like when I mentioned it, he's like never heard of him. I'm like, you will
I've
know.
never heard of him either.
Gotta look them up.
What kind of music here? What's the
I
genre?
would
Apparently
definitely
cry
say
music.
like, well, it's
I'm hearing
it is
folky.
It is folky.
Okay.
Little
Yeah.
bit like definitely alternative.
Okay.
Like kind of like a country.
Like a
twang to it.
Lumineers.
No, I wouldn't
I-
quite say it would be.
Zach Brown
I
band.
want to get
No.
folky on the Lumineers at all.
No,
Folky
it's
is
not the Lumineers.
definitely Lumineers.
I do get what you're saying.
What?
I would not-
What am I,
Wildly
what?
high.
Even maybe a little bluesy.
Okay.
All over the board.
So-
I don't know what to categorize
Yeah.
this man. That's all over.
It's like bluegrass is almost where I feel like we
Yeah.
settled on here.
Come back.
Bluesy, folky,
Yeah, just listen.
twangy.
What was that?
He's good.
Episode 87. I'll have a review.
Very great lyrics. Like, yeah, he gets me.
That's
Alright.
one person?
No, it's a band.
Okay.
Yeah.
We said he. Threw me off.
Well, yeah, lead,
Lead
singer.
singer.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
I'm going to, in my head, I'm going to keep calling it Lake Huron.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, that name was taken.
Yeah. I also like to think that he just like rules Huron. Rules Lake Huron. This is mine. I'm
You
the
know, to be
Lord.
honest with you, I'm not actually sure. Maybe he is from Michigan, but I don't think so.
Let's start that rumor. He's from Michigan. Yeah.
He's from Michigan.
Okay. There we go.
Someone will figure it out.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that new like up and coming band that's so huge right now? Not up and
Greta
coming.
Van Fleet?
Yes, from
Sag?
Frickamuth.
Yeah. Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a weird spot to grow up.
It
Like-
is. That's like a tourist town.
Yeah.
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 Christmas every month there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And they had to go with Greta Van Fleet because it's German. Makes sense.
You
It
can see the
is.
influence. You can see the
Yeah.
influence.
They had no other options.
Who knew that such three cool guys came out of Frankenmuth like that? Like, who'da thunk?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
I kind of don't like them.
Oh, I
I'm
dig
not a
them.
huge fan either.
Oh, I like them.
I like the one song, but I just
Their whole
all
vibe. I'm just like, what? You...
See, to me,
You're
every
coming on too
song I've
strong.
heard, just sounds the same to me.
Yeah, same.
So that's just where I get it a little bit.
Same.
Like, meh.
Same.
I wouldn't say I like every single song, but they have a couple good ones.
Hey, teach their own.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let us peer pressure you.
Yeah.
That's what we always say. That's the classic quote from APML Pod. Don't let us peer pressure you.
I thought we say let us peer pressure you.
Oh, I always mix that up.
Okay.
Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. Make sure you're following, hitting that like button, the subscribe button. Click those bell notifications. Make sure you get notified of whenever we post a new video. Check out Sean's Seltz reviews, tapandsip.com. Is that right?
That's right.
And you got merch now.
Got merch. Not like for sale, but if you want it, just let me know.
If you want it, your aunt wants it at least.
Of course.
So that's one sale at least.
I told Eric we should buy some.
I mean, I have some buddies who wanted some shirts. So, like I said, it's not.
Start buying them in bulk.
I think I need at least like 6 people to get a slight discount.
Let's get an order going. All right, but as always, guys, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time on A Beats of My Life.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
That smells like my vagina.